very sudden stop there. Hello, everyone. Hello. Thank you all very much for coming out. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the support for our cause in this country. Look at this. I know what everyone's concerned about here today. And I am, of course, like all freedom-loving people, concerned about it as well. Now, I don't know the legal peculiarities or particularities of this, but I do know one thing, and that is that Tommy Robinson has been and is being and will be persecuted by the state in this country for as long as he's alive, I suspect, for as long as he's alive. I want to know why. I want to know what justification the state gives us. I want to know what justification the police has. We're never told. And now we have another embargo on the press so that people can't tell us what's going on. They don't want us to hear, they don't want us to know. We must find out. We must find out. I saw that Geert Wilders, a Dutch member of parliament, a very heroic Dutch member of parliament, has asked questions in the Dutch parliament about the treatment of Tommy Robinson. Can you imagine how quickly that would go around?
It's good publicity, fall off the chair.
Can anyone think of a member of parliament in this country who's going to go into the House of Commons, I'm sorry the House of Lords isn't enough, into the House of Commons and ask the state why it is treating Tommy Robinson in this way?
None.
That's what we need. That's what we need. We need a member of parliament with the guts to go into the Commons right now and ask the simple question: is Tommy Robinson being persecuted by the state? Yes or no? Question number 2. If he is being persecuted by the state, why? And question number 3, what are you going to do about the fact that a free man is being persecuted? Regardless of this case, he has been persecuted since he first started speaking out against the ideology we are not allowed to name. We're not even allowed to name it here at Speaker's Corner, which has become a clash. It's a clash. It's happening right here at Speaker's Corner. But we need to fight this. And I say this all the time. We need to fight this. We need to resist it with everything we've got. We need to have a defense of free speech on various different grounds. We need this. We need people coming out and showing the world and showing this government and showing this media that we...
They stole the government.
I can't tell you when to march. I can't tell. I don't know. Help organising. I don't have a date to march. That's not what I'm here for. I don't have a date to march. Organise what you can. But listen, hold on. We all have to do our own bit.
11 till 12. Outside Downing Street.
Everyone hear that? I'm not aware of this date.
What's that?
That's 11 till 12 weeks.
We all have to do our own bit. We all have to do our own bit. We all have to do what we can and be as loud as we can be. But we need this. We do need marches. We do need marches. I haven't organised one, but we do need marches. But we need, most of all, a change at the top. We need a change at the top. All of this matters. All of this sends them a message. But until we have someone on our ballot paper to get rid of this place, the traitors in the House of Commons, this will only get worse and worse and worse. They're doing it. They're not going to stop doing it. We must get rid of them. We must get rid of all hate speech laws. And above all, we must apply the law equally to everyone. I have no doubt, that if the police wanted to get something on some of these grooming gangs, they're so difficult to prosecute, they could. They're perfectly able to go through someone's private life and private history when it suits them, but not when it doesn't. They're perfectly able to apply the law when it suits them, but not when it doesn't. And the line is, are you going along with the multicultural political correctness of the government? If you're not, then you're on the target list for law enforcement. But there's one line you cannot cross, and that's the one that Tommy was one of the first to cross. And that's why he has spent his adult life being persecuted by all different factions. And that is, he dared to say negative truths about the ideology that we're not allowed to mention. That's the line. That's the line. And for an avoidance of any confusion, I do mean Islam. Let's just clear that one up. Clear that one up. I do mean Islam. I don't mean Islamism. I don't mean a radical, tiny minority of extremists. I mean Islam. Not Wahhabi, not Deobandi, but Islam. And by the way, we have every right to say so as well. And that is what we're here to defend. I will be, as you probably know, and I am going to take this opportunity to say so, because I keep telling people to vote for something different. And until they do, we won't have someone different. So if you happen to live in Lewisham East to be precise, make sure you register to vote. 1/3 of the population of Lewisham East didn't vote at all last time. If I could get that third out, we could take that seat. That is what we need to do. That's what we need to do. And if you don't live in Lewisham, come and help us campaign. But you're it. You're it. You're all, every decent, half-intelligent person in this country is worried about the infringements on our freedoms. It wasn't like this 20 years ago. It wasn't like this 10 years ago. People are afraid to laugh at the wrong joke. People are afraid. We are a frightened society. We have to stop it. We have to stop it. And you're it. You're it. It's all up to you. I can't do it on my own. Tommy can't do it on his own. But there are certain demands that we have to make with regard to Tommy. One, we deserve to know what exactly are the legal details of this case. We can't, justice must be seen to be done. So we want to know exactly what he has done and why you've given him such a hefty prison sentence.
So quick.
And the second, exactly. And the second thing is we want an absolute assurance that he will be kept safe in prison and kept away from the kind of people we know would like to take his life. They have a duty to keep him safe, and we must keep a very close eye on that they do.
They didn't do a good job last night, did they?
And finally, he has a duty, a legal right to all of the rights that are afforded to British citizens. And if they're afforded to the illegal immigrants and ISIS returnees, if they can get their rights, then so can Tommy Robinson. And he must have all of his rights. It's very, very hot today. So thank you all for enduring all of this.
Thank you for coming.
Please keep doing what you're doing.
Vote for Britain! Vote for Britain!
I say it all the time, but without all of you, without all of you,
Go back to UKIP.
Sorry?
Fight with UKIP.
No.
How upset are you about Tommy Robinson being in
Batten
prison?
called
Tell
everyone
us.
yesterday.
How upset? I mean, do you sort of like personally?
Of course.
Yourself,
Look,
how
I
do you
feel
feel?
his family must be devastated.
Yeah.
It keeps happening to him time and time again. Of course it's devastating.
Yeah.
But the wider picture is that he is being picked on because he talks about Islam. And that's what we need, a response to and a political response to. And we can provide legal responses, we can provide democratic responses like this, but I'm trying to provide a political response. I'm trying to bridge that part of it. So we all have to do our bit. And that's by forming a party and putting people up for election. That's the part of the role I'm playing.
Mike,
What are you hoping for in Lewisham? What's the result you want?
I couldn't possibly say. Just to do
What are you
well.
expecting?
Just to do well, I couldn't possibly say.
Are you hopeful? Are you hopeful?
She will get there. Yes,
We'll
she
get
is.
there
You're
in the
hopeful.
end. We'll get
You're
there in the
right,
end.
we hope.
We'll get there in the
UKIP
end.
have lost it with that dickhead blockhead last time, was it Bolton? And then Nigel Farage calling you a racist. I lost all respect for that chap. Lost every bit of respect. Complete one of them, Mr. Nigel Farage.
Yeah.
Tina
Nigel
from
Farage is
Basildon.
all for
Tina
Nigel
from
Farage.
Basildon said Nigel Farage is one of them.
Are there other speakers?
Yes.
Yes, okay. I'm going to let someone else speak. Thank you all so much, and I mean it. I really
Thank you.